What's up, everybody? Beau-hindman here with another cool video. As many of you know, modular toys are my thing. These are Morphonauts. Morphonauts, which are an indie toy that I found out about on the toy subreddit the other day, and I kind of kicked myself because I had never heard of these before. So these are really cool. Just an independent toy. I'll link to the current Kickstarter in the description, so you can go over there and support it if you'd like. So I ordered them. I got a 3-pack here for I think $40 with free shipping, and I think it looks like a pretty good deal. They are mix and match toys, you can see, so you're meant to pull them apart, but they're magnetic, which is all the rage now in toys, to have a magnetic option like that, and it works really well because magnets are nice and strong and you can pop them apart. One thing I am curious about is if it affects like posability, like as you're moving it around and stuff, are you going to have issues with those poses being held because of those magnets? But let's get these open and take a look. Okay, so I have them removed from the packaging and have assembled them. As you can see, they actually are really cool looking. A couple notes on this as I'm playing with it. My concern about the posability is a bit warranted, but I think that I think it's not a dire situation or whatever. The point of these is that they're easy to remove with the magnets, so that you can place the parts together really easy. You can take things off and put them back on and all that kind of good stuff. You can swap parts. As you can see with some parts like this backpack, where it's going to be a little loose. Granted, it's a bottom heavy part or whatever. But as you stick the magnets on, they do hold a pretty good grip. I wanted to show here, if you see what this person's done, the designer, they put these nice little ridges in a grip kind of system, so that it's pulled in there and it kind of pops into place, so it's holding the arm up. There's no movement there or issues with that. It actually feels pretty tight. It feels a bit like, minus the backpack here because that's rolling around a lot, it feels a bit like oh, you can take the head off too, an action figure that's a little bit loose, but not bad at all. So what I wanted to see here though is how tight. Okay, that's not bad. That's brand new, so as you know, joints sometimes take a second to pop into place. So you can easily put them, it doesn't have a ton of articulation, but I'm not a huge articulation nerd. I don't really care that much, as long as it can do some basic bends and stuff. It's a toy. It's not a statue. Kids who are playing with toys use their imagination on what they're doing. You don't necessarily have to have the coolest pose when you're, oh, can you do this? No, you can't pull it apart. So what I wanted to check is, let's mix them up a bit, but first take a look at, this is my favorite probably. I love kind of bug creatures. I always think that's kind of fun. Also, it's great for customizing because flesh looking parts tend to go together easier than armor and stuff. But again, when I first opened the package and pulled the body out, the legs came with it, and it was pretty hard to get it out of the plastic here. You know how these bubble wraps are sometimes. You pop them out, and I thought the legs were gonna were part of the upper body because they're on there so rigidly. So that's pretty cool. Those are pretty powerful little magnets. I don't know how easy those would be to replace if they were to break or anything, but that's fine. So the little design here of keeping the ridge kind of tight is brilliant. I wish they had designed that on the backpack, because then you wouldn't have the movement on the backpack. So there, you see, there's no ridges on there. So when you put it in, it's easy for it to just rotate. Now that might be kind of handy though too, because then you could turn it and kind of like a play feature, but those little ridges would have kind of helped keep it in place. See how they're not done on the arms here on the backpack as well. So anywhere I think there was a joint, I think they should have put those little ridges, because then that would have held the pose a little bit. As it is now, you play with a little bit, those are going to move. But that's really the only loose part. The head's a little loose, but that's fine. The waist is pretty loose. And then this guy's pretty cool looking too, more of a robot. They do need a good wash or something. But if you take a look there, you can really see the details. They are really detailed little toys. With a lot of independent toys, like I say, I've said it before, one of the biggest issues is that you can't also, make an affordable toy and get an amazing wash and paint job. That takes, people have to do that stuff by hand, or a machine has to do it very, very carefully, from what I understand. So it's not the easiest thing to add a new toy. So you can see like that ridge right there would just pop so nicely with just a basic wash. Even, you know, you could take just some Gundam markers or basic paint and apply it. In fact, I might do that to these and dry coat them and just, or flat coat them, and just see how you know, much better they look. But minus that, the designs are really nice. You can see all the details. So far my only issue is with the backpacks being a little loose. I wish they would have had that little kind of tight design on the back. But other than that, they feel like a really nice action figure. That if you know, I had weird action figures as a kid, and I have such strong memories with them, and these feel like those kind of action figures, which is a good thing. You know, again, you're not going to pose them in a million different ways or whatever, but that's not always what's important, and I wish people wouldn't concentrate on that so much. You see these videos where half of the video time is done on just posing and stuff, which is cool, but they're a toy. They're meant to get picked up and played with and messed with, and in those cases, you don't necessarily have to have the best posability at all times. But I mean, you can see if you were to put them in a cool pose and hold them there somehow, or maybe even use a stand or something, it does look really, really cool. So let's mix them up a little bit. I mean, that's the whole point of the toy, isn't it? And you can see how easy it is. I just love that little ridge design though, because it really does provide it with, the magnet is providing enough of a grip, which I imagine will last a long time. I don't know how magnets and plastic like that work. They last forever, I guess. It's tight enough, but it's easy enough to pull off that even a young child could do it, manipulate it. And then that grip, that little grip design there is so simple and so brilliant that it just holds it. Look at that. That's really, really cool. And you can see it's not, I've had regular action figures where they move much looser than that. Let's pull off the legs. Let's see what kind of legs. You know what? Screw that. We're going to put weapon legs. You might as well. So you can really do almost anything. Oh, it doesn't quite fit. Oh, because of the shape of the gun, but still. So that's not meant for anything, but still, you could do some, put a weapon back there. Let's pull that off. Let's put the human legs on this guy here. Really, the only, one of the only other really kind of criticisms I could see is that we need more of them. I think they're doing a Kickstarter right now to produce more, so I'll link that in the description. But they definitely need more of these. These things are awesome. I love how quickly you can just, that is so brilliant. Look at that. Totally new looking little figure there. Again, the backpacks being loose is kind of rough, but it's not bad. It's not bad. It's kind of cool that you can kind of just play with them. I wish those were a little tighter. I'm not sure what the grips are here though. Are those for grabbing? I think so. So they are weapons. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, they pop right in. Look at that. So not bad at all. There was a gun here. So that's awesome. Look, let me just pop that on there. And look, it holds it up pretty well. Does move if you shake it a bit, but that's fine. It still holds. I mean, this is a perfect system for a slightly older kid. You get him 3 or 4 of these, or you get, you know, six or so packs so he can duplicate them. I would like to see, I think it would be incredible to see more of these little connectors on the legs somehow, but you can see they do take up a decent amount of space for the magnets, so I can understand you don't want to put those everywhere, just because that's even more customization stuff you can do. You can do like a 4-armed creature, you know, with arms in the back. Put these little arms on here. That's a normal look. That's cool. So just within a few minutes, I'm already just creating some really fun stuff. Of course, it would get limited. You'd see the combinations kind of become a little more stale as you play with them, but still, these are 3 that are available. The Kickstarter is bringing more, and from what I understand, they are bringing quite a few different new ones. Wave 2. Is this what he's talking about here? Look at that. If they did all those, the Praying Mantis one I have to have. That would be incredible. Look at that one. See the armor. So this is, if they keep making these are, oh, and there's a Befrat. There is an app, so if you want to go check that out, go to Morphonauts. I'd support the Kickstarter. This, like I said, was full, and it's got a little lore and everything. It was $40 for 3 with free shipping, so that was a little over $10 a piece. But the fact that you can just, as you all know, I'm just modular things. Modular toys are my thing, and this is the definition of a modular toy, where you can just simply, not this simply all the time. Some modular toys are much more intricate to customize. There's much more of a process, you know, to pull them apart and stuff. But this is just so simple and so quick, and holds together pretty well. Oh, that one's a little loose. Maybe that magnet might be popped out a bit. Yeah, the magnet might be a little too far out, it looks like. So there are little quibbles like that, you know, but it's an independent toy. They'll get it better as the quality control goes on, as their manufacturing gets better. But go and support something like this. Is an independent toy that's really, really cool. I'm a little late to the game on it because these came out a while ago, but fantastic. Great little toy line. I'm so glad I picked these up. I'm definitely going to back to Kickstarter on the new ones because 10 bucks a piece or so, perfect for one of these. Get some of these. These are really, really fun. Now I'm just going to go create a whole bunch of stuff. So take it easy, everybody. See you on the next one. Bye-bye.